Hey guys, today's video we're going to talk a little bit about rods. Specifically, I had a gentleman that asked me, one of my subscribers asked me about if he could only have 2 or 3 different bait casting rods, what would he have? You know, that he could do multiple things with. So I've got a couple rods laying here that I use for a lot of different techniques. So I thought we'd go over those, and that way it might help the gentleman out picking out some rods. This first rod that I'm going to go to is a 7'3" medium heavy rod. Now, you know, if I was going to go out and purchase one, anywhere between a 7 and 7.3 is going to work real well. This rod here, you know, has a good tip to it, so you can do a lot of different things with it. Medium heavy, it's kind of a moderate type bend to it. So this rod, I can use it for several different things. You know, the rod is rated for anywhere between 12 and 20 pound test line, 3/8 to 1 ounce lures. So anyway, with this rod here being the fast tip on it, you know, I can throw like a buzz bait with it. You know, I can throw a small jig with it. You're looking at something like bladed jigs. You know, it throws a bladed jig real well. Small spinner baits, it does real well. You know, like I say, the small finesse jig. And, you know, I can use it for, you know, a small Texas rig type thing, you know, something like a finesse worm, a small tube, anything like that that I'm going to use, you know, in the 12 to 14 pound test line. The other rod that I have is, you know, these happen to be impulse rods. These are rods that I use, but, you know, any of the companies will make these type of rods. This here is a 7'3" heavy action rod, still with a moderate bend. You know, so you can use this rod to do a lot more stuff with too, as far as, you know, for bigger baits. That way you're covering small baits, big baits. You can do a lot of different things with these 2 rods. This rod right here is rated for 1/2 ounce to 1.5 ounce lures from 14 to 25 pound test line. So you can throw a Carolina rig with this. You can drag football heads with it and a swing head with it. You know, flipping and pitching soft plastics or a jig. You know, as long as it's not too big. I like to fish, you know, up to about 3/8 ounce jig on this. You can use it for a frog rod. You know, big Texas rig worm, you know, like a 8 to 10 inch Texas rig worm works really well with this big spinner bait. This is the 3/4 ounce spinner bait here, you know, so I'm throwing a big spinner bait with it. So it can do a lot of different things with it. So there's several different rod companies out there that make these type rods, but you can do a lot of different things with it. You're looking at 2 rods right here, and I'm naming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 14 different things you can do with just 2 rods. So, you know, 14 different baits and actions that you can use with just 2 rods. So if I only could have, you know, was limited on what I was buying or just beginning to start out, you know, I would get something like this. Like I say, anywhere from 7 to 7'3", a medium heavy casting rod, or a heavy action casting rod, and you can do several different things with those type of rods. So hope this tip helps my gentleman out, and thank you all very much for watching.